you doing there, folks? Baters here with a brand new video for y'all. We wanted to thank you all for subscribing and supporting our crazy channel. It's crazy to think there's over 50,000 average Baters now.
Job Alert Nation, over 1.6 billion subscribers.
We decided to maybe do the most overdone type of video on YouTube, which is reading mean comments. The reason we wanted to do this is because the world is getting filled up with social justice warriors who just can't take a joke. And we just wanted to show all you guys and girls that although we joke a lot, we can still take criticism with a grain of salt. Now, although this video does have some negative comments about the channel, we want you guys to know that it took us forever to find these comments. We had to sift through so many great, positive, and supportive comments to even find these, and for that, guys and girls, we thank you so much. I truly love going through the comment section and reading what you guys have to say. It's really one of the best parts of making YouTube videos. With that said, let's get into the grittier side of the comment section and do a little average baiting. You sound like a fat fuck. Nice to know this guy thinks he can deduce my physical disposition based off of the tone of my voice. Now, if you guys remember this picture from the 25,000 subscriber video, I will give you all a bigger hint. I'm not this, or this. Based off of the way you write and jump to conclusions, I can deduce that you, sir, write like a physically abused illiterate llama, whose only educational accomplishment was cut out of the back of a cereal box. And those honeycomb monster mints, they don't make you special either. No matter what the other barnyard animals keep telling you. This is bad. It's this type of journalistic criticism that really makes a creator sit back and think, what does this fellow mean? Does he mean that the video's bad, the jokes are bad, the channel, the internet itself, YouTube as a whole, his life? Is he trying to reach out but only has a limited number of characters in which to do so? Like maybe he's trapped in a basement somewhere with a broken keyboard that only has THISBAD on it. Or maybe he has brain damage and only has 3 words in his lexicon. He's like the pessimistic personification of Groot off of Guardians of the Galaxy. That would actually be pretty cool. This is bad.
I am Groot.
This is bad.
I am Groot.
This is bad.
I am Groot.
This guy is creepy. That really is just a fact. I mean, just ask anyone who I've stalked recently. I bet they were terrified. No offense, but shoot as good as a blind donkey. Oftentimes, when you're making fun of something or someone, it's best to establish a noun before you commence the chirping. I can only assume that what you meant is that I, Baters, shoot as good as a blind donkey, meaning that I don't shoot good at all. Unless, of course, you're from a village where there is a blind donkey who's really great at shooting, and you're just trying to compare me to your donkey hero. Now, I can't be positive, but either way, I agree. Shoot as good as blind donkey. Going to give some constructive criticism, the video started to drag out about halfway in. Still a great video though. This is a fascinating comment because we appear to be in the presence of a rare animal known as the nincompoop, known primarily for their ability to use a keyboard and their inability to use the stop button on YouTube. Rare sighting here, folks. Rare sighting. This guy is disturbing. Yeah, this one's probably true, but the way I see it is everybody's a little bit crazy, aren't they? Yeah? Yeah? No? Just me then, huh? Ah, I thought I had friends. Why can't anyone just be normal anymore? Well, define normal, because last time I checked, it meant conforming to a standard, usually typical or expected, implying that normal is a construct of mass and position. For example, driving on the left side of the road is normal in the United Kingdom, whereas in the United States, it's normal to drive on the right side of the road. This means that population defines the standard. So by that logic, you just came into a community of 50,000 people and told them they were all driving on the wrong side of the road. And then you said, why can't anyone be normal? You just need to find your group, man. Might I suggest starting a listing that says boring people who can't laugh because they think they're too normal? Should be a hit on Craigslist. You guys can build your own community where you all sit around and talk about being normal and how fucking normal you are when you're getting in accidents on the wrong side of the road. Idiots! I can't tell if this is funny or just dumb. Some of the former and a lot of the latter. I don't know how I got to this video, but anyone watching this crap for entertainment is a loser and a prime example of how the education system is a failure. These type of blanket statement comments are always filled with such ambition, aren't they? Blaming all the world's issues on things that are completely uncorrelated to one another. This guy wants to say that because people laugh at sexual jokes on the internet, that the education system has somehow failed us. Because we all know that instead of reading Hamlet in class, they're teaching kids how to make YouTube videos about their penises. Grade 6 was tough, but lucky for me, I was good with the camera. The only way the education system has failed, Mr. Random Guy who wants to post ridiculous shit, the only way that the education system has failed is that it has apparently failed at teaching you how to perspicaciously deduce the root of a problem and solve it systematically. So maybe rather than going on YouTube and blaming your shitty life on all the people laughing, maybe read a book and try to get to the root of why you're such a miserable bastard. That seems like a pretty good idea, doesn't it? Haha! Why are all your jokes sexual? Are you a virgin? What's with all your questions about sexual jokes? Are you a panda bear? That's about how much sense your question actually makes. See, we make jokes about things that make us laugh. That's why we call them jokes. The very definition of a joke is a thing that someone says to cause amusement or laughter, especially a story with a funny punchline. Meaning the only purpose is to get a laugh, not to get laid there, big nuts. Okay? Really, they should be teaching this shit in school. You silly, confused little bitch of a man. This is so cringy, just stop. Shh. Quiet, folks. It would appear we are yet in the presence of another rare but incredibly stupid sighting here, folks. We have to be really quiet, or we'll spook it. This rare form of idiot known as the complainer is too simple-minded to not watch something they don't like. I know what you're thinking. Why? Why would they be so dumb? I don't know. Their brain's not fully functional or something. They've yet to fully evolve like the rest of the species. Most scientists at this point think they're so simple-minded, their brain can actually implode on itself, and they can fart themselves to death. It's crazy. I've never seen anything like it. They would much rather watch something all the way to the end just to complain about it. And if you're lucky, if you're really lucky, you'll spot the really stupid ones who only come out really late at night. They like to watch like 10 seconds of something and then pretend like they're an expert on it. This has been known to backfire on them drastically, though, putting them on course with that of the dodo bird, a one-way street to extinction. Stop trying to be all chest breach. Now, we didn't get our influences from other YouTubers. I mean, my biggest influences growing up were the comedians that I watched on TV, not other YouTubers. In fact, YouTubers didn't exist when I was growing up. I didn't know who All Chest Breach was until months into our channel. It wasn't until someone actually compared us to him that I had to look him up. Now, I have been compared to a lot of people. Off the top of my head, I can think of Deadpool, Jim Carrey, Brian Regan, Jim Gaffigan, Jerry Seinfeld, Dane Cook, iDubbbz, Amazing Atheist, Unbox Therapy, Ryan Reynolds, Sun D, Homer Simpson, Louis C.K., MXR, All Chest Breach, Stone Mountain 64, Bill Burrs, and Will Forte. And that's fine. They are all great comedians or entertainers in their own right, and it's an honor to be compared to any one of them. But nobody likes being called a plagiarizer. For those of you who might not know what plagiarism is, it's when you copy someone's work and then try to pass it off as your own. However, it has to be a close imitation. For instance, look at Hamlet, then look at The Lion King. They both tell the exact same story, but most wouldn't call Disney a plagiarizer. So in order for something to be considered plagiarism, it has to closely imitate the language and thoughts of the original author. I think the best way to end this argument is to show you All Chest Breach and then to show you us reviewing the exact same mod. So here's an example of All Chest Breach reviewing a mod that we reviewed.
Hunting Shotgun by Hitman 47101 and Deadpool 2099, adding some more pump action to Fallout 4, the Hunting Shotgun's back. Included are custom animations along with 2 unique versions, Dinner Bell and Manhunter. Mods included are 8 receivers, 3 stocks, 3 muzzles, 3 barrels, 2 pumps, 3 sights, and 5 material options. The sound effects are really nice, especially the reloading ones, and it definitely has a feeling of weight and power when it's used.
And this is me. At number 3, we have the Hunting Shotgun by Deadpool 2099 and Hitman 47101. Yeah. This mod adds a pump-action hunting shotgun to the game, which is inspired by a famous gun found in Fallout New Vegas. Except this baby has new models, textures, modifications, and animations. Now the animations look fucking superb and make me want to free my nipples like a libertarian feminist. Put it this way, if these animations were escorts, they'd be the really classy type that costs a lot and lets you do butt stuff. This gun uses vanilla shotgun shells and will show in the game once your character reaches level 8. It fits into the game really well with its realistic design, its spot-on animations, and its lore-friendly stats that make it an immersive addition to Fallout 4. This gun is so practical, it stops an awkward conversation before it even starts.
You told me you'd call me, but you never did.
Oh yeah, about that.
Now there are two unique versions of the shotgun as well, the Dinner Bell and the Manhunter, which coincidentally is what I named each one of my testicles. Both of these variants can be found throughout the world for those people who like to go search and find things. Now the mod author gives hints, but doesn't spell it out for you. Now his hint for the Dinner Bell is to check out Lynn Woods and find some eggs. And his hint for the Manhunter is to search in the sewers and be a brave detective. And based on those incredibly vague hints, I think it's safe to say no one will ever find these weapons. Unless, of course, you use console commands, which is what I did, and boy did it feel good. Oh my god, it felt so good. This weapon also comes with multiple modifications, so you can really have fun changing up the look and feel. It has a lot of receivers, so many I can't even count. 3 stocks, 3 muzzle attachments, 2 barrels, 2 pumps, 3 sights, and 5 material options, including unique ones. This is one of the best shotguns I have ever used in Fallout 4. From the design to the sounds, this weapon really has it all. I would highly recommend this mod to anyone who likes a gun that they have to pump before they shoot someone. I rate this mod 1 photo of the youngest homeless person I've ever seen. Here's $1 and a bottle of whiskey. Hang in there, little buddy. I think that basically says it all. All chest breach, I don't see. MXR I can see more because he does do a lot of sexual humor, and so do we. But either way, this spawns from All Chest Breach doing Fallout 4 mod reviews. I get that he tells jokes and reviews mods, and I get that some people might think that that's similar, but we have a very different process, perspective, structure, and our humor in no way is the same. All Chest Breach is a great channel though, but other than reviewing mods, it is a very different channel from Averagebaters, and I think we've proved that with that reference. You're as funny as my left nut. This comment didn't even upset me. It just got me really excited. I feel like this guy should be touring with the circus or something. He's got a talking left nut. He's not taking advantage of it. Instead, he's sitting here on the internet telling me about it. He should be out there optimizing his situation, maybe making a couple bucks. How many people do you know with a talking left nut? I don't know any, let alone ones that tell jokes. That's amazing. That's incredible. Averagebaters is fuckboy. I think this guy is saying that I'm some sort of sidekick called Fuckboy. There's some ambiguity in the name, which makes it difficult to tell if I'm the protagonist or the antagonist. Fuckboy, fuckboy, fuckboy. Hard to stay mad at someone that thinks you're a superhero. Without all the childish jokes that aren't even slightly funny, this would ... still be a shitty performance. I'm curious what your expectation was going into a Fallout or Skyrim top 10 mod review. What kind of performance were you expecting? Did you think there was gonna be a symphony, a little guy in the front with a little wand having a seizure? Maybe a group of people with fancy shoes and capes dancing around in their underwear, perhaps? I think if you expected a performance of some sort on a comedy gaming channel on YouTube, it's your own fault for being disappointed. Also, even if your comment wasn't completely ridiculous, it would still be a shitty novel. That's about how much sense your comment actually made. 'Cause you're an idiot. Is there a mod that overhauls you? ... CSE, you truly need that. Isn't there a thing built into every electronic device that tells you when you're not spelling a word correctly? Because you could use that. Oh wait, there is. And you still managed to fuck up 12 words in 1.5 sentences. This is, by all measures, dumb as fuck. You should do less bitching and focus more on things that matter, like not looking like a total fucktard on the internet. Hey, that'd be fun. You try too hard to be funny. ... Success is often attributed to the application of effort. Saying someone is trying too hard at something and therefore failing at it is a contradiction in and of itself. A person has to try in order to achieve, especially in regards to humor. If a person was funny but wasn't trying to tell a joke, that means they are the joke. Therefore, your statement is saying the lack of effort and the application both lead to the same conclusion, that the person telling the joke is oblivious to the humor. That, sir, is fallible, right down to its very core. Your reasoning lacks all discernible logic and makes every comedian out to be an oblivious idiot. I suppose you're the kind of person that likes to hang out at the Lakers game, and when they score a three-pointer, you boo uncontrollably because they put in too much effort. Now, this comment might have made sense, but you were trying too hard to seem better than other people. Better luck next time, fuckboy. You probably just think that people don't know what ragdoll means because you didn't before you found that mod. P.S. Most people that I know what ragdoll means. You must have some really sophisticated friends, buddy, because my best friend's a blow-up doll, and I can assure you, she doesn't know shit, other than how to please me in ways that would only confuse and frighten you. WTF, or, as it's commonly known, what the fuck? Question mark. Well, it's a mod review. That's where people go in and they review mods, and in this one, we tell a couple jokes. I really feel like if this is confusing you, life really isn't going to be that easy on you. No, sir. So many weird ratings and comparisons. This isn't even offensive. It's just an accurate fact. Yes? Yes, there most definitely is. Thanks for watching, folks. This video was all in good fun. So if you were the author of one of these comments, then try not to take it too seriously. I don't want someone jumping out of the bushes by my house with a knife saying, "Who's the funny one now?" Thanks so much for all your support, guys and girls. It really does mean a lot to us. We feel privileged to have such a great community of people to share our humor and content with. So until the next one, keep on average baiting, baby.